Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
Golden Rickets, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I am well. You've made my night. Before we get started, please go ahead and big up the greatest parish in Jamaica.
You're putting me on the spot. So I'm gonna big up St. Thomas because I was born there, and I'm also gonna big up St. Andrew because I grew up there.
I love that. I'll take that. 14.94 games record. You weren't playing about tonight, were you?
No, I definitely knew that the girls were coming out here to fight, so I had to bring my A game and war them.
What got you going? Was it the cold or was it something else?
It's the cold. I like competing in the cold for some strange reason, but then after the first jump, I feel like it got even colder, and then the breeze started changing. So, yeah, I don't know.
What next? What's next for you in terms of achievement? Because this is your greatest career medal, isn't it?
Yes. Apart from the World Championships, yes, this is my first gold. So what's next? I have the Monaco Diamond League next week, and I'm also going to be participating at the Knockout Championships in Bahamas.
Amazing stuff. And how does it feel to inspire the little kids in St. Thomas? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them with their eyes gripped to the screen saying, I want to be like Golden Rickets.
Yes, definitely. I hope to be an inspiration to them. I hope they see themselves in me. If them foot long, them can try the triple jump. You know, if them slim, them can try the triple jump or even high jump.
What if them have short foot?
If them have short foot, then can try to cause some foot short too.
Amazing. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
I feel like I'm from UK, you know.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
I feel like I'm from UK, you know.
See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Talawa TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Talawa TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
My Talowers, I'm back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. All depends on where you're based in the world. In case you're wondering, why am I so close to my microphone? I'm checking it out because it almost pulled a fast one on me. Like, I kid you not, I did all my setup about an hour ago. And as soon as I was about to hit as soon as I was about to hit live, the lights on my microphone just went dead. And I was like, that's not a good sign. It's supposed to be showing green. It's showing green now, but before there was nothing. And I panicked a bit, so I delayed the live stream. So my apologies. We've all completed the dreaded Monday, Monday morning, but it's just standard Monday, right? As everyone looking, let me know in the comments section, how's your weekend? I haven't seen you guys in well over a month, so I do apologize for that. You guys are more than aware as to why I was absent from my live streams, and also just posting in general. I haven't posted in more than a month, like I said. Thank you guys for sending your condolences. You guys are the best. I've read through your messages, and I'm pretty sure that I've responded to everyone. So if I haven't responded to you, it wasn't intentional. All I can do is apologize. But yeah, everyone who hit me up in the DMs or reached out to me on my YouTube community section, massive thank you to you guys. You guys are the absolute best. So yeah, if you're just tuning into the live stream, please do try and drag me to that 4K mark. I'm trying to pull myself to the 4K subs. Can we do it in the next couple of months? Not that I'm in a rush. I'm not in any particular rush, but it would be great. At the moment, we're on 3,400 and something subscribers. If you've not hit the subscribe button, please do go ahead and do so. And more importantly, for the time being, go ahead and smash the like button. Mr. Marcus Messiah Garvey. We're going to be talking about legends today, so I'm glad that you're present. I hope you brought Nanny and the gang. Good evening. Good evening to yourself, sir. How are you? I miss you, high spirits. Thank you. I missed you guys loads. Like, kind of felt extra down considering I wasn't able to like speak to you guys. By the way, the phone line's open, so if anyone wants to phone in, let me just make sure that this is set up properly. Yes, it is. So if anyone wants to phone in, I'm probably going to be here for about, say, 30 minutes or more, depending on if we have time on our hands. I'm more than happy to sit and speak with you guys. I've been notified that Ryan LFC, you should know Ryan LFC, changed his YouTube channel recently. So let me try and get up the appropriate handle for you guys. I've been notified that he's going to be doing a live stream tonight, possibly after I've wrapped up my live stream. So Elite Sports TV, for those of you who are wondering. Let me go through my comment section because it's good manners. Fresh God, the freshest God I know. How are you, sir? Good evening to yourself. Miss Johnson, it has been a while, but I'm back, hopefully for good. I missed you guys. I'm so glad I'm back. I'm so glad to be speaking to you guys again. And this man always sing from the right hymn. Look, the comment read for itself. I don't think I need to read this one out for you, but if in case I do, I'm gonna go ahead and read what it says. It says touch the like button, guys. Reach out, show your respect. I'm paraphrasing with what Fresh God's written on the screen. Also consider subscribing to the channel as well. Couldn't have said it any better. You always come with the right type of energy, be it on my platform or on someone else's platform. So do as he says, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well. I don't usually tell you guys to hit the notification bell, so please do go ahead and do that. Mr. Scott, it's been a while. I miss you guys more. I miss you more. I really miss my my Talawas, my community. Not spoken to you guys in a while. Massive growth on the channel, 3.4K. Steadily growing, steadily growing. I want to take the next jump though. Hopefully you guys will take that jump with me. I have plenty of ideas. My last couple of live streams I did for you guys towards the latter stages of last year, I did say that I'm doing some things like outside of live stream, which I pretty much can't really talk too much about, confidentiality reasons in terms of helping to grow and develop girls and women's football in Jamaica. So as soon as everything is concrete, set in stone, I will be sure to give you guys some much needed announcements. So keep your eyes peeled. Mr. Reed, Mr. Alex Reed, good day, sir. How are you? Are you getting that? That's an excellent. I like that question, Alex. I'm 50-50 at the moment, sir. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. I love your question, by the way. I'm not sure, Alex. Hopefully by the end of the live stream, I can make my mind up. Maybe you guys could add some balance to my opinion. I'm gonna try and be as objective as possible. If I'm going in a one-way street, one-way direction, hopefully you guys can rope me in. I want to know what you guys think of the new Adidas jersey, and that is for the football team of Jamaica, both the women's and the men's team. The Reggae Girls are soon to be heading off to camp, going down under, funny enough. And of course, we know that they'll be competing in their second ever World Cup on the bounce at this year's FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. Make sure you guys keep your eyes on the channel because you know we're going to be covering the girls heavily. Oh man, you guys are too sweet. Wonderful to have you. Thank you. It's great. I like your name, by the way. Almost threw me off guard there, but that's a lovely name. Mr. Joseph. Thank you. How you been? How you doing? 17. They're doing me dirty. I'm first live stream back for 2023, and that is the welcome I get, guys. Come on. Don't do me like that. Do better. Play nice for once. Please do go ahead and hit that like button for me. I'm not really asking you for much. It's not going to cost you a penny. Try to drum up the traffic my end. So please do go ahead and hit that like button, guys. It does not cost you a penny. company. If it does cost you, send the invoice my way and I will slip a payment right back at you. Mr. Simmons, how are you, sir? He actually has been waiting on me all day. I appreciate our friendship so much because I feel like I've spoken to you all day, like from maybe around, is it early morning or post lunchtime? All I know is that you and I have been going back and forth all day, and we've deliberately not talked about the spoken about the Jamaica Adidas collection for obvious reason, not trying to ruin the show. And I appreciate you for doing that. Lee says welcome back. Thank you, sir. JT, how are you? Good day to yourself. The Ghana sitting top. Are you sitting pretty at the top? I don't know. You tell me. Mr. Ballin. Thank you, sir. How are you? By the way, guys, if you're out and about on your journey, I hope that you make it home safe and sound. It's a scary world that we live in. Don't worry, I'm about to dissect my topic of conversation. I won't be keeping you guys waiting for much longer. Big up my brother Ryan. Where is I spoke to him shortly before I came on live stream, and he's getting ready to do his video. He's in a live stream tonight, as I was told. I think it should have done with some more work, sis. But yeah, we're on the same page. That's good, because I was a little bit cautious when I thought of my topic of conversation, more so what I'll be saying on tonight's live stream. I was like, this is either going to be hit or miss, a bit like the topic of my conversation, a bit like the kit at the moment. I think based off observation with people's opinions on the kit, it is definitely hit and miss at the moment, isn't it? Is it something that will grow on us? Who knows? Love the kits, but the green shorts is disappointing. We're going to be talking about those green shorts. It's giving me a JLP vibe. For those of you who are wondering, I'm talking about the Jamaican Labour Party. So politics. I thought they said politics and sports don't mix. I don't know. PNP guys, can you wear those shorts? I don't know. If I were you, I probably wouldn't. But hey, who am I to tell people what they can and cannot wear? Mr. Simmons says Jamaica should have got the Arsenal Carnival shirt and Ajax free bird shirt. I can't argue with that. You're pretty much speaking my mind for me, which is good, makes me feel like I'm in a safe space. I think we're all probably thinking along similar lines. But before I get into tonight's topic of conversation, thank you to you guys for hanging on. About 25 of you tuned in. Not bad for my first live stream of the year. Oh, I almost forgot my manners. Thank you to Ryan, by the way. He did a live stream for me last night, completely out of the blue. So massive big up to Ryan for that. Thank you. He is one of those people where how do I summarize them? One hand can't clap. I'm very fortunate to have people in my life where it is one hand can't clap, in the sense that I scratch your back, you scratch mine, and if I do something for you, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm expecting you to do something for me in return, if that makes sense. Yeah, I've been good. Missed you in the show. I've been watching so many football matches, men's and women's, and I got I've missed you guys. I don't even think you guys can believe just how much I miss each and every one of you. It is JLP vibes. I looked at it when I was on my way home from work, and I was just like, my grandma would love these shorts because she was a diehard Labourite. But my granddad, both of whom have passed on now, he was PNP, so he would not wear those shorts, those JLP Adidas shorts. He wouldn't wear it. My grandma would wear it. But we're gonna get into all of that. But before I go and dive into my conversation, I can't take credit for that point. It was from a mutual friend. I think I know. I think we're talking about Mr. Hutton. He had a little stalk on Twitter earlier on, and I was just like, if I speak, I am in big trouble. So let me not even latch on to what Mr. Tajan Hutton was saying on Twitter earlier on. I'll probably bring up his tweet actually. Why not, Mr. Mackenzie? Greetings to yourself. I think I might have forgotten my manners there, guys. It is February. It is a late one, but Happy New Year to you all, and I pray that 2023 is your best year ever. Them no say. Hey, look, if you say PNP, you can't wear those shorts. I'm not telling you what you can and can't wear, but I'm saying you can't wear those shorts. All right. Yes, we are. I figured. Dixon is saying that the kit looks good. All right. Well, each to their own. Football is a game of opinions, and that's exactly what I'm all about. I'm going to be giving you guys my opinion. But like I said, before I dive into all of that, I'm going to go slightly off topic. I don't think you guys are going to mind because it is real life situation that we're dealing with, and we're living in some cautious times where there's disaster taking place left, right, and center. We're all human at the end of the day. And when disaster strikes, natural disaster it is, I think it's only right for us to take a minute, pause. Some of you probably don't believe in God and prayer. On me, on the other hand, I do. I'm not telling nobody to believe in God. I'm not telling you to go and pray, each to their own. But what I am saying is we're going to take a brief moment to take a quick little look at what has occurred in the last 24 hours. Just to keep ourselves in the loop with reality. It's not all about football. Yes, we're talking about football tonight, but it's not always all about football, right? So the first thing I'm going to bring up here, you should be able to see this one on your screen. I'm just going to go ahead and read it for you. I'm going to add some more context to what you guys are looking at. It says, breaking World Health Organization says as many as 20,000 people have died in Turkey and Syria earthquake. Two separate earthquake there that occurred. And I think I came across the Turkey earthquake, the aftermath of the Turkey earthquake, when I was on my way home, on my way to work this morning. So of course, thoughts and prayers to those affected by the devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria. And since we are on the topic of the real world, almost a tongue twister there, and also football as well. I'm pretty sure you guys would have seen this particular, if I could just change my, let's see if we can do a little trick. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, I've kind of like made a fool of myself. Did it work? Does it change? Yes, it does change. You guys should be able to read this one again in relation to the earthquake which took place in Turkey. Ex-Newcastle United player Christian Atsu was reportedly among those trapped under rubble. And there's been some pleasant updates since that, thank God. Hopefully there'll be more pleasant updates for people and their loved ones. As you can see here from Sadiq Adams, hope I pronounced his name right, award-winning sports journalist covering African football. He says, I'm still in contact with Christian Atsu's management. A teammate of Atsu has confirmed to them the player has been found and taken to hospital. They expect an official statement from the club soon. Prayers with him, and everyone trust God he is safe. So that's some pleasant news there. Felt quite down when I saw that earlier on, not because it's a footballer, just because again it's natural disaster. Turkey, I mean the UK, it could easily have happened in this country. You guys could be sat at home hearing about an earthquake in England, could have happened in London, could have happened anywhere, any one of our countries. God forbid, I don't want it to happen to Jamaica, but we've seen our friendly neighbors, Haiti, what happened some years ago with the earthquake in Haiti. It's horrendous when these things happen, and it can be quite vicious, and it can take a life within the matter of seconds. So thoughts and prayers to those who are affected. And again, whilst we're on the topic of football, and I'm sorry to start off the show like this, by the way, guys, where I'm talking about probably if I'm touching on some trauma for some of you, all I can do really and truly is apologize for triggering any trauma, because I am obviously talking about tragedy and death or potential death, the loss of a loved one, worrying about loved ones. So I do apologize if I'm triggering any trauma. But again, since we're talking about football and tragedy, obviously we also have to talk about what also occurred today. Should be able to see this one on your screen as well. Yes, you can see it. Today's Munich memorial service at Old Trafford, and this was where Manchester, as usual, as the years come by, Manchester United honored their heroes whose lives were tragically cut short in the Munich air disaster. Pretty sure you're all familiar with the Munich air disaster, right? If you are into your football, but if you're not, let's have a quick little read, and then we're going to move on to the purpose of tonight's show. So you should be able to see this one. It's the 6th of February today, right? So that is what, 65-year anniversary since the tragic loss of lives, again, from the Munich air disaster. And as it says there, right in front of you, you could look to my right. The Munich air disaster occurred on the 6th of February 1958, when British European Airways flight 609 crashed on its third attempt takeoff. And it would have said right there, from Munich, West Germany. And unfortunately, that ended quite tragically. So again, thoughts and prayers to those who are affected by that. It's quite sad. It's not been a pleasant day, definitely not in reality. And I'm talking about the wider society, and most certainly in football, it is devastating. So yes, we're going to move on shortly from Manchester United, and also from Christian Atsu, and all of the victims, their loved ones, everyone who's affected by the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. For some reason, I can't not say Turkey and Syria or Turkey without thinking of Haiti. It's the first country that comes to mind. Hence the pause, because I'm so tempted to say Haiti for obvious reasons, right? So let me take a quick little glance at my comment section, and then we're gonna get into the heart of the show. It's almost half an hour, and I said I was going to be here for half an hour, so my apologies. I haven't seen you guys in a while, so I feel like I have a right to stay here and just talk as long as I can with you guys. The green is not JLP, it's Jamaica football teams, politics out of there. Mr. Bannon is feeling a little bit grumpy in the comment section there, guys. I don't know, maybe he thinks Leeds is gonna like hang him out to dry in some days' time. That's a beef and a matter between yourself and Leeds there, Mr. Ballin. No need to take it out on me, but I'm gonna stand by my gun. Guns. The shorts does look like JLP colors. Mikey's sounding like he's a PNP. He bit with that one, didn't he? Yeah, he's biting with that comment. So he seems like he's PNP. Like I said, if you're PNP, you stay away from that shorts. But don't let me tell you what to do. All right. The home kit is a 7 out of 10. The away kit is a 5 out of 10. Home kit looks simple, but can work for me. Away kit is average. Interesting. Hey, how are you? Thank you. It's good to see you in the comment section. Thank you for your message over on my community tab, by the way. I hope you're all right. Probably loving life in the Premier League at the moment. Long may it continue. Chemo saying, I love the kits, to be honest. So yeah, mixed reviews. Hi, it's the bartender. Thank you. But it's Sebastian. Did you change your name, Sebastian? Good day. I hope you're okay, and thank you very much, Mr. Baker. Good evening to yourself. Safe travels on your journey. Thank you, Mr. Simmons. Thank you. Yeah. Wow. And the rise after that disaster is just phenomenal. I don't even have to mention rivalry because rivalry is completely irrelevant when you're dealing with the loss of people's lives. The way that Manchester United bounced back after that was just remarkable. Am I having an echo? Is it still there? Let me know if it's still there. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I have to turn off something. But if you guys are getting an echo, then let me know. I don't want you guys to get a echo because that's irritating and I wouldn't want to sit and listen to it myself. Yeah, I was thinking about Haiti when I heard the Turkey Syria news. Yeah, it's sad. It really just pull at your heartstrings. And like I said, when I saw Turkey, the first thing that just came to my mind was Haiti. It's hard not to think of Haiti. TV. Very good evening, Miss Glad. Thank you, Mr. Evans. I am happy to see you all in the comment section. You heard what Mr. Garvey says. How many live streams can say they have one of Jamaica's national heroes sitting in the comment section? Not many. I like the kids overall. I might call in and give my take. Would love to hear from you, Mr. McKenzie. I haven't spoken to you in a while. So yeah, my phone is up and ready. It's on 65%, so that can take a lot of calls. I do not remember any of those bribes. Interesting there, Mr. Ballin. All right. No, you're good. No echo. Sounds good. That's what I like to hear. All right, let's crack on. I'm going to be the negative Nancy, aren't I? I have a feeling I'm going to be very negative and this might not go down well, but I'm sorry, guys. I can't pretend. I could only be myself. I spoke about this with a number of people today, actually. Each to their own. That's all I can say. Each to their own. I tried not to dive too deep into what I think of the kids, just because of the purpose of today's or this evening's live stream. Right, so let's get up the first of what we saw. And I'm saying this through gritted teeth because it really it wasn't the official announcement, was it? If we're being honest with ourselves, this really wasn't the official announcement because we were already treated to catching a glimpse of what the home and the away jersey looks like. And don't worry, we're gonna look at the jerseys and the rest of the collection there, designed by Wales Bonner, British Jamaican designer. And she's the genius behind the collection with Adidas and Jamaica. So we're going to get into all of that. So you can take a quick little look on what's on your screens and have a look at the kits. Meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close some tabs so that I don't confuse myself because I have a ton of tabs open and most of them are no longer relevant. So this was the first official glimpse from Adidas football in the round about say 8:45, 9 a.m. that is, bright and early Monday morning in London, right? And here is another glimpse. It says from Jamaica to the world, introducing the new Jamaica Football Federation and Adidas Football 2023-2024 collection, designed exclusively, like I said, by Wales Bonner and available. And they've got the link to Jamaica. I think I heard a few people complaining that the link crashed. I'm in the UK, so my link didn't crash. So sounds like quite a few of you had some problems your end, but hopefully those problems have been rectified. If not, I feel for you. I'm glad it's not a problem that I have, but I do feel for you. So it's just a little bit grainy, but like I said, don't worry too much. I'm gonna bring up some pictures that's a bit more clearer as I go through the live stream with you guys, right? I'm just trying to get these pictures up for you guys. See what order I want to do this in. And you know what's really funny about this, the rollout, I say the official rollout from Adidas, not so much Jamaica, because Jamaica has been quiet as a church mouse. They haven't, you wouldn't even think that this is their football kit, because I go onto their Twitter, and if I can bring it up for you guys for the purpose of transparency. They haven't really said much. All they've given is the the love emoji and the fire emoji. You wouldn't really think that the kit belongs to them, would you? But I don't know, maybe someone was absent from the office, someone couldn't do social media duties today. So from the jump, it's quite clear and obvious, if you guys haven't picked up on it yet, that it is essentially the kit that is, and I'm guessing a few of the additional clothing. Is quite clear that it's a crossover between football and fashion. So football and fashion, for most people, that's probably a combination of both worlds, right? Especially when you focus on a certain demographics, that's probably their ideal world. But I was saying something earlier on and I lost train of thoughts. Whilst I was looking at the rollout, the official rollout from Adidas, I kept on, and it was completely unintentional, I kept on comparing the Adidas official rollout to the Umbro official rollout. Remember some years back when Umbro gave us these two kits? So this was the first away kit from Umbro. I think this was back in 2018, because it was just before the Women's World Cup, which took place in 2019 in France. And this was the home kit. So I kept on, like, again, unintentionally comparing both rollouts between Umbro and Adidas. And the thing that really bothered me was that connection. And football, for me, like, you can't have football and not have connection. I think the two go hand in hand together. That's the reason why I support a certain club, and you guys in the comment section support a certain club. It all starts with connection and representation. And for me, I'm swaying more towards the rollout from Umbro as opposed to the rollout from Adidas. I kind of feel like it's so weird, because obviously Adidas is the superior brand of the two, but I think with Umbro, and it's so weird to say this, but it just seems so authentically pleasing, and they seemed more genuine with their delivery. If I'm not mistaken, when the Umbro rollout came out, when they were doing the promo around their first kit that they gave to us, they were using play on words from Jamaica's national motto, which is out of many one people. And they were saying something like, we are one, we are Jamaica. And automatically that just gave me, I can't speak for other people, but that just gave me like a sense of belonging. With Adidas, on the other hand, I'm not really feeling that. I'm not really feeling that sense of belonging. I'm not a fan of how the initial rollout came to light, because if I've not said it already, let me just, might be reiterating myself, but let me say it now. I feel like I said, it's a crossover between football and fashion. For most people, that's their ideal world. That's the best of both worlds. But I think for me, they've been, be it intentionally or unintentionally, they've been, for me, football is a game of opinions. Remember, people, heavily reliant on fashion. Meanwhile, again, be it intentionally or unintentionally, neglecting football and identity. When I look at a football jersey, I should be able to identify myself with that jersey. More importantly, if I'm looking at my club, but club to one side, if I'm looking at the national colors of my country, I should be able to feel some sort of emotion, natural emotion. I should be able to have tears coming from my eyes, as ridiculous as it may sound, because of that pure pride and again that sense of belonging, a bit like what you see behind me with this Arsenal jersey. And funny enough, it was actually Kadeem Simmons and Tajan Hutton, two close friends of mine, who pretty much sent me a link to this Arsenal jersey. And let me tell you right now, those two guys are diehard Manchester United fans. But I can't speak for them, but I know they fully rate that Arsenal Jamaica inspired jersey. It does something to you. It triggers something in you. This jersey right here says Jamaica. The rollout for it, and I don't want to beat the Jamaica Football Federation, but they deserve to be put across one's lap, and you need to take out your belt and you need to beat them because they're hard of hearing. I would have thought that they would have sat back and watched the rollout on the promo for the Jamaica Arsenal inspired jersey and got their notepads out, and social media is right there in the palm of your hand, and take some notes and learn how to promote your brand. It was free marketing. Arsenal pretty much did it for you some months ago when they rolled their stuff out alongside Adidas in time for Notting Hill Carnival. And I just kind of thought that maybe the Jamaica Football Federation would have been sat in the background, taking notes and learning what works and what don't work. Because with Arsenal, not everything they did worked. I remember there was this uproar with Gabriel Jesus sitting on the flag. Obviously, for me, that's something where he was instructed by the photographer or whoever who was in charge on the day. I can't imagine the player just deciding to sit on the Jamaica flag. So that was one thing that didn't work for Arsenal and Adidas. And there was a little bit of a backlash there from certain fans, and rightly so. People don't want you sitting on their national flag. For a lot of people, that's a huge no-no. You're crossing the line. You don't do that. There's certain countries that you can't toy with. I don't think anyone in their right mind can be captured sitting on a USA flag, especially if they're not from the USA, because you probably be banned from that country forever. So I thought they would have sat back and looked at the rollout of the Arsenal jersey and just kind of like make some mental notes and see what works, what don't works, and implement it therein. But they didn't do that. But going back to Adidas, and what we're going to do, we're going to go over to their website. I kind of feel like there was too much overthinking going on, too much overthinking, and I think not enough keeping it simple, not enough focus on simplicity. Simplicity for me, if you're going with the using simplicity as your way of creativity, you can't really go wrong. And the reason why I'm saying that is to work with Brand Jamaica is a blessing, because that's a brand that sells itself. That's a brand that needs very little push to sell. If me right now, if I just spilled water like near my equipment, which isn't a good look, but I should be all right. If I, for example, went into a shop and I'm like, I walk past hand sanitizer and I see that the hand sanitizer has a Jamaican flag on it, I'm going to go and buy it. I didn't go into the shop for hand sanitizer, but because I see that it has the Jamaican flag, automatically I'm caught by that. So I'm going to go and buy it, spend my money stupidly. So yeah, I kind of, like I said, I think they should have just kept it simple. You're probably looking at thinking, well, they did keep it simple, but I think some of the stuff that they did was just you're overthinking it. The authenticity, I'm not really for me, and again, this is just my opinion, for me the authenticity just isn't there. And once you don't have that authenticity, for me it you don't really have a sense of belonging, because authenticity provides a sense of belonging. It's representation. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us over to the UK version of the Adidas website where the kits are available. And I spent my journey home looking at these kits, and I was scratching my head. I was like, It's either I'm getting too old or I'm just being a massive negative Nancy. Maybe you guys can help me out. This is where you guys come in the comment section. And first little glance over on the website, Jamaica Football Kits. It says, inspired by the world famous red, yellow, and green colors, the eye-catching Jamaica Football Kits make a bold statement, whether you're playing or supporting. And then for me, again, because I love my country to the core, I'm thinking, well, where does the red come from? Because as far as I know, it is strictly black, gold, and green. Yes, I know that with football kits these days, even at international level, some countries don't play in the colors that comes from their flag. That's their problem. I don't really care about other countries. Not every dog have the same luck. What works for you might not work for someone else. And Jamaica also is one of the only countries that you can think of, if not the only country, where the colors red, blue, and white isn't part of your country's colors. So to then put red on your national jersey, for me, you're kind of taking away the authenticity of what makes you unique. The black, gold, and green is what makes us unique. So to splash a bit of red in it, it takes away that Jamaican element for me. It does come across as perhaps you're playing onto the the Rasta side of our culture. But for me, I don't have a problem with that, by the way, because it is out of many one people. However, if you're focusing on trying to please one demographic, then it's not inclusive for all, is it? And also, you probably you didn't look into your history, the history of Jamaica, and how certain sections of Jamaicans treated the Rasta community historically, and so on. I'm gonna go and talk more about the red, but I'm just gonna focus on a couple of other things. I'm also trying to read what you guys are saying in the comment section. You said the red is from the Rasta color. Red, yellow, green is Rasta. Yeah, it is. It is. Someone says leave it for Ghana. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit. It's a bit all over the place, and I don't have a problem with if you want to pay respect to, because they are part of our culture. The Rasta community, the Rasta demographic is part of our culture, and we are 100% out of many one people. That is our national motto. But like I said, the black, gold, and green is so powerful that you look at all these other countries in the world, more economically developed countries, and they don't have what we have. A lot of their colors are repeated. You don't see a red in the Jamaica colors, the Jamaican national colors. You don't see a white, you don't see a blue, because that's what makes us unique. And if you're going to be paying tribute to the Rasta community, then for me, you kind of kicked yourself a bit, because if that's what you're going to do, it's the first time in my life. Maybe I'm too young. It is the first time in my life, and you guys have been following my channel. So if I criticize Umbro at the time for doing something that I heavily disapproved of, let me just jog you guys' memory. Umbro at the time, when I was trying to go to the Women's World Cup in France and I wanted to buy my jersey, I kind of hold fire. I didn't buy my jersey because when I went to, mind you, I'm going to a Women's Football World Cup. It was the Reggae Girls' first Women's Football World Cup. Picked up my jersey to buy it, and it said Reggae Boys on the top. Matter of fact, it still says Reggae Boys on the top, on the back. And I didn't want to buy it because I'm supporting Jamaica. I'm supporting the Reggae Girls and the Reggae Boys. And I kind of felt I would look a little bit foolish going to the Women's World Cup with Reggae Boys written on my back. It's not about them. This occasion is about, or that occasion, I should say, was about the Reggae Girls and the Reggae Girls only. I personally feel like, look, it should be about it should be generic. I said I bashed Umbro before, and I said Umbro should never have put Reggae Boys on the back. What about those little girls that felt so inspired by the reggae girls that just desperately wanted a reggae girls kit like myself, couldn't get themselves a reggae girls kit? Because me, if I was a parent, I'm not buying it for you. I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it for you, right? So let me just, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm gonna bash Adidas for what they did, because it just doesn't make sense to me, and I despise their decision. Yes, I get that it is a collaboration between Wales Bonner, and Wales Bonner is the designer, by the way, and Adidas and Jamaica. But for me, it's too focused on fashion and not football. It's supposed to be about football and the people. When I look on the back of the jersey, it's saying, can you guys see that? How am I gonna get you to see this, people? How am I gonna do this? Can you guys see this? Or am I being a little bit slow? I don't know if you guys, please tell me that you guys can see it. I'm zooming in on the back clearly. You guys probably can't see it, but it says Wales Bonner, right? And if I go to the shorts, I'm pretty sure on the shorts, the JLP shorts, the Jamaica Labour Party shorts, it says Wales Bonner. Now, if I go to the Rasta inspired, JFF will have to step forward and clarify this, because it's open to interpretation, because there's no red in our flag. So we're gonna say it's a Rasta inspired jersey. It says Wales Bonner again, a bit like the home kit. Now what I'm saying is, if you're going to give us a pay tribute, pay sincere, genuine respect to the Rasta community, there's only one person's name that should be on this jersey. And that's the greatest, for me, that's the greatest icon to ever live in, whether it's music, entertainment, comedy, whatever you want to call it, the greatest legend to ever live. None other than Robert Nesta Marley. And today, coincidentally, is his birthday. So I'm thinking, if you want to pay tribute to the Rasta demographics, you're gonna put someone's name, and you want to shift these jerseys. Not that Jamaica is a brand that needs to be forced down people's throats. I'm thinking straight away, if it's about the Rasta community, if I'm putting anyone's name on the back of that, it's gonna have to be Bob Marley for me. It's gonna have to be Bob Marley for me. That's something that Ajax would go for, because they're smart thinkers. So me, I'm not really a fan. I've never seen this on a football jersey before, where the designer's name is on the back of the jersey. I don't know who approved this one. I don't really know who approved it. Fair play to Wales Bonner though. As a woman, I think she's done outstandingly well. Again, she is British Jamaican, so I'm not going to have nothing negative to say about her. I think it's a win-win for her. I think, when we all buy this jersey, I'm not telling no one not to buy the jersey, by the way. Go ahead and buy both the home and away kit and support the men's and the women's team. In years to come, when we all have kids, Wes Bonner's name is gone down in history, because when they pick up that jersey, a bit like this retro 98 football jersey, and they see Wales Bonner's name on the bottom of the shorts or the back of the jersey, they're probably going to be thinking, because they're young, who is that? And if they don't know what they're gonna do, they're gonna go and find out or ask you. So her name for me is firmly cemented in history books, our history books, for all the right reasons. So if you was going to it says away jersey here. Someone's saying it's the warm-up kit, but on the side here it says away jersey. Doesn't really matter to me if it's the warm-up kit or whether it's the home kit, away kit. It does not matter to me. I bash Umbro for putting Reggae Boys on the back of the jersey, and I'm gonna bash Adidas for putting the designer's name on the back of the jersey. If it's a Rastaman inspired jersey, the only name that's fitting to go on this is the great man himself, Robert Nesta Marley. Happy heavenly birthday to the great man. Bob Marley. It's also his birthday. So that kind of tells me that the people at the heart of the decision making when it comes to rolling out this kit, you don't really know much about your legend. You're not really connected to your country, are you? Because we all know that his daughter Cedella Marley is the one who breathed life into girls and women's football in Jamaica. And if it wasn't for her, we would not stand a chance of qualifying for 2 successive World Cup on the bounce. So how much did you speak to Cedella Marley? I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have forgotten her father's birthday if you're talking about a Rasta-inspired kit. I saw that the Jamaica Football Federation must have said happy birthday, something along those lines on Instagram to Bob Marley. That's very nice of you, but what a respect it would have been had it said Bob Marley on the kit. I know I would have bought that kit because that would have made perfect sense. I wouldn't be sat here saying, oh, it has red in it. I would have known that's a Rasta inspired kit, a bit like the Ajax kit. The Ajax kit is inspired by Bob Marley, right? You can't have Bob Marley and not have Jamaica. The two go hand in hand. And you know what's so funny? And which is why even more confused with Adidas as well. Adidas deserve to be beaten as well. Adidas and Jamaica as well. It's like, aside from the fact that it's the great man's birthday, we all know for a fact. I'm just trying to give you guys something. See if I can give you guys something here. Is it gonna work? It might work. I might have to zoom in a little bit. All right, yeah, let me just give you guys something. I like to have you guys look at what I'm looking at. We can come back to this website in a bit, but we all know a few things about Bob Marley. And we all know with Bob Marley that aside from music, he loved football. And every single picture that you've seen pretty much with Bob Marley, what's he wearing? He's wearing Adidas. So how on earth are you going to give us something that looks like a Rasta inspired jersey and not think of somehow paying respect to the great man himself who's been wearing your who wore your brand at the height of his career, and now you've linked up with his country and you've released the kit on the date of his birthday and not thought that maybe you should sprinkle a little bit of Bob Marley excellence into your kit if it is a Rasta inspired kit. I think everyone's saying that it is, and until Adidas step forward or JFF step forward and say something, I think we're all going to be saying it is the Rasta inspired kit. Like I said, Jason Guna, you're saying, do I think that Bob Marley's name is cheap? If Ajax can get it done, why can't Jamaica? You tell me that. If Ajax can have a Bob Marley kit done, why can't Jamaica? And Adidas kit was also created, not Ajax, sorry, Ajax, yeah. If Ajax can have a Bob Marley kit, Bob Marley inspired kit, why can't Bob Marley's country have a Bob Marley inspired kit when we have Cedella Marley, who is Bob Marley's daughter, firmly in our camp? You tell me why that can't happen. Of course it can happen. Of course it can happen. Yes, Mr. Mackenzie, the lines is fully open, so you can call in. I'm gonna go back and look at that kit, those kits there for you, because there's a few more things that I want to talk about. So yeah, I think Adidas, you guys missed the trick there. If it is a Rasta inspired kit, you kind of missed the trick. If you didn't want to put Bob Marley's name on the back of the jersey like you did with the designer. Like I said, I've never seen that in my life. Another thing that's a little bit odd to me, I figured this out. I was talking to Kadeem earlier on, and we were like, why is the men's anthem jacket available now, but the women's anthem jacket says coming soon? And it's not as if it's a female cut, because unless my eyes are fooling me, it looks identical. It looks like it's the same cut. All it is, guys, is a reverse. I don't know if you guys have caught on. That's a reverse jacket. So you can see the yellow on the jacket that the girl's wearing. So it's a reverse jacket. So if it's available for the men, why isn't it available for the women? Whose bright idea was that? And then we get on to the JLP shots, the Jamaica Labour Party shots. UPNP people, stay clear of this. And I'm looking and I'm wondering, I had to laugh because I don't know, maybe I'm too young for this, or I don't know, maybe I live under a rock, but I have never in my life seen football shorts with with pockets. Again, you're just playing more on fashion as opposed to sticking to what you're here for. You're here to give us a football kit. Football kit. That's what we want. And I've never in my whole entire life seen football shorts with pockets on them. What for? What? To pocket the players? Good idea, but I don't really think that's necessary. I'm not really sure why there is pockets, unless my eyes are fooling me, but it looked like the man have him on the 9 pocket. I don't know why you have pockets on a football shorts. I have never in my life seen that before. So again, heavily reliant on fashion as opposed to football. I can't say I'm a fan. This doesn't mean I don't like the kits, by the way. I think it's worth your money. I wouldn't tell you not to go and buy the kits. I'm not telling no one not to go and buy it. I don't think that they're hideous. I don't think they're unattractive. I just have I can just see some flaws that I'm not happy with. And also I'm comparing it to other kits as well. Most certainly that Arsenal Jamaica inspired jersey, thinking of the Ajax jersey as well. Some people will say that why have high expectation? Why not? We're Jamaica. We're one of those brands that sell itself. We're one of the biggest and most impactful brands in the world. So why should I not have high expectations? I don't see why I shouldn't have high expectations. But the home kit, if I had to choose between the two, I would go for the home kit. I like the home kit more than the away kits. But I can't say that I'm blown away. I kind of think, you know what it is? I think we're being honest with ourselves with both kits really. If you were to walk around and ask people in your community or step outside of your community and you put a piece of tape over the logos or where it said the Jamaica Football Federation and you cover that up, there's nothing about this kit that screams Jamaica. I mean, you're lying to yourself if you tell me that they're looking at this and this screams Jamaica. How do you identify with the kits? Again, I'm not telling you not to go and buy the kit. Please do buy it. Please do support the girls and the men's national team. Hopefully the money that well, some of the money goes back into the team, but don't hold your breath on that one. But yeah, in your own way, please do go ahead and continue to make purchase. See if you can make it sold out globally. I don't know if that's possible, but let's try and give it a go. Again, heavily comparing I think they even go onto this kit right here. This is for, I think this is for the junior size, which I think goes up to like 15, 16. Yeah, I'm just looking at it and it's just clearly it's got a retro retro 80s look to it, which is good, I guess. Again, when I'm thinking of retro, I can't help but to think about Umbro and what Umbro did with their rollout. Like I said, Umbro just seemed more genuine with their collaboration because they really went to work. You know, Umbro, they were giving us authentically pleasing pictures of Rastaman with his head well wrapped neatly. We're seeing people jerking chicken. We're seeing guys in the Actually, I got some stuff here. Why am I talking about it rather than let me bring up some stuff of what the Umbro rollout looked like. We're gonna come back to Adidas in a bit because it is about Adidas and not Umbro. But yeah, this is what it looked like some years ago back in 2018, and this is such a powerful image for more than one. Every community in Jamaica has a shop like this, right? We all know that. It's obviously got the cock noodle in the back. Look like it has some what do you want to call it? Cheesies. This look like cheesies and maybe some banana chips in the back. But yeah, things that your average Jamaican people can relate to, authentically pleasing. Whoever took on this assignment understood what needed to be done and they delivered. And again, this is the Rastaman that I was speaking about. Even the background, like again, most communities in Jamaica, if you're talking about those rural areas, if you're talking about humble beginnings, this is what it looks like. Umbro hit the nail on the head when they did their rollouts. We're gonna look back at that Umbro home kit, the first Umbro home kit, because I liked it then, but I like it even more. And I liked it because of the concept behind it at the time. And I found something that I wanted to spring up on you guys when I talk about that keyword authenticity, which I'm not really getting with Adidas, which is a huge letdown. Sorry, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and tell you what you want to hear. I'm not really getting that connection from them, not really feeling well connected. But hopefully that will change. Maybe the kids will grow on me, maybe not. If you scroll down, if I scroll down, and we look at something here, and looking at my kit in the background, you probably can't tell it, right? You can't really tell what's on this jersey in terms of the details. You can't even see it that clearly. You can't really identify what's on that jersey unless you have that jersey in front of you. But let me tell you something about Umbro and why I love this. It's the little things that they did so effectively well. The home jersey, this is the yellow one behind me there, guys. So this paragraph says, the home jersey is in Jamaica's traditional vibrant gold color with a striking black, green, and gold taping design on the sleeves inspired by the Umbro diamond logo and the country's iconic flag. On the body of the shirt, there is a subtle embossed graphic inspired by palm trees, guys. And that for me, that was what got me with this shirt. When I looked at the detailing, this is what I'm talking about when I say simplicity. They kept it very simple. The naked eye is probably looking and thinking, well, there isn't really much there. It's just a normal plain yellow shirt, but actually it's not. Clearly, as the article says, there's a subtle palm tree design in the background, and that connects well, right? And I'm going to finish reading that. It says, inspired by the palm trees that line the Jamaican coastline. And I thought that was just brilliant from a designer perspective. I thought, yeah, you hit the nail on the head right there, because one of the things that you think about when you think of Jamaica, be it if you're from Jamaica or if your heritage takes you back to Jamaica, or if you're a follower, a foreigner who just have a huge admiration for Jamaica, one of the things that you think of is palm trees. Palm trees brings back memories for a lot of people, and it's also a sign of calmness. I know when I go back home to Jamaica and I see palm trees, I feel happy, I feel calm. I have to take a picture with one. That's how crazy it is, because there's none in England. But yeah, the fact that they could think so simple and yet make it so impactful, put a palm tree on palm tree design on our jersey. I thought that was magnificent from Umbro. And that's why I'm not that best pleased with what Adidas has given us, because I don't even think that you tried, to be honest with you. You take off that Jamaica logo and it's just another kit. It's just another kit. There's nothing there that really says Jamaica for me. Again, probably sound like a negative Nancy. Too bad. We can't all sound the same. I can't force myself to sit here and lie to you guys for the sake of drumming up some likes. I just don't have the energy for that. You have to have a certain level of mental capacity to do live streams to begin with, and I don't have the energy or time to sit and lie to you guys. Yeah, I'm not blown away. I think underwhelmed definitely by what I've seen so far from Adidas. Um and yeah, the red definitely bothers me. If it's not about paying tribute to the Rasta community, I'm not really sure why you put red. When you talk about Arsenal at the time said that they gave a kit, which is this jersey back here. They created it because they wanted to pay respect to the Jamaican Arsenal community. Arsenal have red in their jersey, so if a kit was to have red in it, surely it would have been that jersey behind me, right? Because nobody could kick up a fuss if they see splashes of red. But Arsenal and Adidas kept it simple. They let that kit do the talking. It has the relevant colors on it. There was none of this faffing around of trying to be cute and smart and whatever. They just kept it simple. And sometimes simplicity is the best trick in the game. That's the best trick to work with. I kind of wish that they did do that. Even the rollout, again, I have to compare the rollout to Umbro. I'm gonna park up Umbro to the side, but I don't know about you guys, but after I saw that, and this is why I say that this deal with Adidas and Jamaica and Wales Bonner, it kind of feels like there's only one person here who's winning. The other is way, way behind. You're not really winning at all. Hopefully, whatever is made from kit sales will speak otherwise. But at the moment, there's only one clear winner here. Some weeks ago, back in January 18th, that's when this tweet was sent. Wales Bonner Fashion Week 2023 presentation at Paris Fashion Weeks confirms there are more collaborative pieces with Adidas coming. I was annoyed by this because I've never in my life seen a kit make its debut at a fashion week. And that kind of told me everything I needed to know. And I just thought again, okay, so this is just fashion over football, I take it. And so by the time I saw this, I was kind of like rolling my eyes a bit, like it is what it is. I'm not really sure who is in charge. And then I saw on the 26th of January, in the run-up to his fight, which is now come and gone. Unfortunately, he lost that fight. Anthony Yard donning the what we now know as the anthem yellow jacket in one of his press conferences. I thought, well, everybody here is having a piece of cake, except us, the fans. Who is in charge? When are the Jamaica Football Federation going to grow a pair and take charge of their own brand and say we run things don't run we? Because it seems like people are running things, and the people who are running things at the moment is not the Jamaica Football Federation, and they should be the loudest in all of this, but they're quieter than a church mouse right now, and I'm not liking it. But what's done is done. Can't do nothing about the past. I think it's unusual. It's an unusual approach. The way that we see things, the way that we've seen things over the last couple of weeks, and so. But it is what it is. All I can do is sit here and give you guys my opinions. I can't do nothing. I can't knock on JFF's door and bark at them. Even if I could knock on their door, I wouldn't do that because it's just so unnecessary. Not needed. But that's just my thoughts on the kits, guys. I probably have loads more to say, but I'm kind of losing my train of thought. But I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't buy the kits. I'm not saying I don't like the kits. I'm just saying I'm a little bit confused, if I'm being honest with you. It's not really making sense to me. A couple of things that I've seen before my eyes. But if it makes sense to you guys, even if it doesn't make sense, if you can afford it, that is, do go ahead and buy those jerseys. I think they have some tracksuits coming out as well. The tracksuits, I actually like the look of the tracksuits from what I've seen better than the kits. And I'm not a tracksuit person, but I could see myself buying one of their tracksuits. Hopefully they'll learn a lesson. They probably won't, because if they can treat us like this first time round, Lord knows they can probably do the same or worse next time round. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, the phone lines is open, so if anyone wants to call in, you're more than welcome to do so. I'll be more than happy to sit here and speak with you guys. No, it's not. But for me, it is. When you're talking about stuff that's done at an international level, it is unusual. That's for it to make its debut. It is unusual. And they do that because it is about fashion. And they obviously they have Jordan, right? It's Nike, Jordan, same thing. They have Jordan. So for them, it is about fashion. They've got superstars on their books as well. So it does make sense. Um, maybe me, I'm just taking a old school approach where I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me because I've never seen it before. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It's just odd to me that that was the debut, and it was still kind of kept as a little bit quiet. And at the same time, Travis, I'm looking and I'm thinking, so where is the Jamaica Football Federation in all of this? Why so quiet? Fair enough, if you want to debut it at Paris Fashion Week, be my guest. Be my guest. If that's what you want to do, be my guest. I would have gone and said, let's get a couple of the girls involved, considering it is a FIFA Women's World Cup year. Maybe if the girls had showed up, one or two of the girls had donned the home or away kit at Paris Fashion Week, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it because it does make sense. We're in a FIFA Women's World Cup year. So that would make sense. But to me, a lot of what I've seen so far isn't really making much sense, but I don't even think it matters at this point because whatever is done is done. I'm buying one and sending. I wouldn't say no. No. I told you I was gonna be a negative Nancy, right? I told you I was gonna be a negative Nancy, but it doesn't mean I hate it. I don't hate it. I'm just like just annoyed with how certain things have gone, to be honest with you. But the kits aren't ugly. Let me just make myself clear. The kits aren't ugly. Right? Of course they can, fresh God. Anyone can model. I've seen just about every Tom, Dick, and Harry model. So long as it's appropriate, yeah, you can do your thing. JFF don't have much same. Seems I'd like to see that contract. Think we should all wait and see the players wearing the kids. Every year people complain about their club's jersey and once. That's true. That's a fair point. That's true. For me, Travis, it's not necessarily the kits, it's just little stuff that I've seen. Like no one can change my mind about a designer's name being stitched onto a kit. Even if the players look drop dead gorgeous, they could look handsome in their kit for all I care. I'm not really going to be looking at them like that. I'm still going to be looking at that shirt and thinking, or the shorts and thinking, this is unusual. That's my first impression, and I don't think that is going to change because like I said, I've never seen that before. I've never even seen pockets on shorts before. That is all new to me. I've not seen that before. Is it the first time that it's done? Probably not, but they do say there's a first time for everything. But yeah, it's not to say that the jerseys are ugly. I don't think that the jerseys are ugly. I don't think I've actually said that the jerseys are ugly. Matter of fact, I know that it's not ugly, but it's just certain things that I personally don't agree with. But what's done is done. What's done is done. Yeah, I am overly critical, Fresh. You're absolutely right about that. But I'm gonna stand my guard. I'm gonna stand my guard because it's not something that I like, and I'm gonna be expressive. I'm not gonna try and like hide how I feel, because that just means I'm not being true to myself. So I'm gonna I'm going to I'm going to just give my honest opinion. Again, some people probably look at the kits and find no what do you call it? No issue with it. They probably think nope, it's fine, it's perfect. Some people probably think it's not perfect. It's not for them. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's impossible for a jersey to be everyone's cup of tea, be it club or international level, because we all have different tastes and we all have different expectations at the end of the day. But yeah, there's a few things that I 100% don't agree with. That's not to say don't buy it, and that's not to say I'm not going to buy it. Let me just make myself clear on that. I have said I prefer the home kit. Home kit to me looks better. But they haven't shown the shots on the women's shots. See like how they've shown the shots available for the men's team. They've not shown it available for the women's team. So I'm not sure if women's shots would be available, but it's still odd whether or not pockets is on the women's shots or not. It doesn't really make a difference to me because I'm looking at pockets on the men's shorts at the moment, and I just think that's odd. Never seen shorts, never seen pockets on a football shorts before. It's odd to me. But of course, we all have different tastes. Not everyone's going to be in agreement, and not everyone's going to be in disagreement. It is what it is. Each to their own. So yeah, if you guys want to call in, you're more than welcome to. The numbers at the bottom. I think I'll give you guys maybe 5 more minutes. Thank you for tuning in to my live stream, by the way. It's been long overdue. Sorry to come back on a negative note. Sorry to come back complaining, but I couldn't help it. I tried my best to ignore certain things, but I was like, forget it. I might as well just give my 2 pence here and there and keep it moving. So yeah, this is the, I think I should probably I can actually no. I don't want to do nothing that's gonna give me a copyright. But yeah, this is the Adidas. This is the Adidas UK website. So you can go ahead and make your purchases on there. And I love this picture, by the way. I hate that I've done this a couple of times thinking if I click on the picture that it's going to show up with the larger version, but unfortunately that's not the case. And if I was to get the anthem jacket, I think I would only wear it one side, and that's the yellow side. I really like the how the reverse. It looks a bit Aztec-y. Is it just me, or does it look like, does it have that Aztec vibe to it? Not really feeling it. Feeling the yellow version though. I think the yellow version looks better. And I'm not a fan of the green shorts. I like my kits when the bottom is, yeah. I like that. I like the way you've spun that. I did think I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that for a number of reasons. I'll wait and see when they are worn. But yeah, it could also be how the picture is edited. It could literally be how the picture is edited. My first impression when I saw that shade of green, I was like, how are the players, female players that is, how are they are you going to play in, unless there's an agreement where you play in black shorts? Because, for example, if a few of the girls are on their menstrual cycle, that's a pretty light color that could easily be see-through. So maybe there's some agreement there that they might change their shorts color. We've seen that at club level, and I'm liking what some clubs have done across the world, where they're now reached agreement within their league that their players, their female players that is, can wear the darker shorts for reasons when you're on your menstrual cycle. So when Mother Nature pays you a visit, you're safe and sound and comfortable. So saying I love the jacket, sent you something. Really? Oh, is it not coming through? Oh God, you know why, guys? So it's basically telling me that I need to update my WhatsApp. So I'm gonna do that now. Give it about 2 minutes. It's just updating. So I could it's still, it's working. It's just I can't enter the app because it's saying it needs to be updated. So once it's updated, I will call back whoever called in earlier on. The kit looks good to me. Yeah, they're not bad looking kits. I'm not feeling that representation. I'm not really feeling that authenticity. But that doesn't mean that they're ugly kits. Yeah, female athletes, they work wonders. Sometimes I sit and I wonder, how do you do it? Sent a picture on the Drew Spence Instagram. That's why. Yeah, it's something that it always crosses my mind. I'm like, how do you play? One, I know when Mother Nature pays me a visit, I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to be on my own. I don't want no one talking to me. I want to be laid in my bed. So to think of playing sports, and with women as well, and I think most women will agree with me, when Mother Nature pays you a visit and your menstrual cycle arrives, your mind plays tricks on you. So you're walking down the street and you're thinking that you're leaking, and you're, even if you're wearing dark colors, you're thinking, is it see-through? Can someone see it? Sometimes I've randomly asked someone, like another woman, am I okay? Woman to woman, you understand. So, oh wow, I've got some messages that I didn't respond to. Our military Guna sent me a message earlier on. Oh, bless him. Oh, bless him. Let me just respond to our military. I think Fresh sent me something. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm just responding to military Guna. That's MGS Sports Media on socials there. Can check him out. Just responded to him on Instagram for those of you who are wondering. If you want to keep up to date with things like your football, grassroots football on home soil in Jamaica, both men's and women's football. So the Premier League there that's played in Jamaica. You can check him out. Check him out for that. I'm trying to think of what else he covers. And covers football quite broadly. Again, everything that's based on home soil and outside of Jamaica. Yeah, Fresh, I've seen it. It's a little bit hard to tell because Bonnie's shorts does appear to have some. It does appear to have a bit of I can't really tell clearly. It's not obvious whether there is a pocket on it. But like I said, nevertheless, there's pockets on the men's shorts, which I think is just weird. And also remember, like, women's cut is different. So me and you probably can't see pockets, but it's probably there. Like, our pockets isn't as deep as men's pockets. That's also good, a good thing to bear in mind. Why can't women play in shorts like what the athletes wear? That one spun me. Which athletes are you referring to? Because that's quite broad. Do they take stuff to keep? Possibly. Your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, sometimes I sit and I think about these things. Good evening, bro. How are you? It has been a while. This is my first live stream of the year, so happy new year to yourself. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how female athletes do it, because I sit and I wonder myself how they do certain things. People are probably too young to understand this kit from a cultural point of view. This is retro, honor of Bob Marley, who made Adidas. How do you know that it honors Bob Marley? Where does the kit says that it honors Bob Marley? I can understand if you say it's playing tribute to the Rasta community, the Rasta demographics, but you can't outright say that it honors Bob Marley, because nothing on that kit says that it honors Bob Marley. And also, Adidas, from what I know, JFF, neither have said that it's in honor of Bob Marley. Today's Bob Marley's birthday, so if it was a tribute to Bob Marley, then surely they would have said that. No, I don't think it's in honor of Bob Marley Smith. I like your comment, but I don't think it's in. I would love, you probably just came in. I did touch on this, that if they put Bob Marley's name on this shirt, I would have no problem with it. Honest to God, I wouldn't, because I think he's the greatest icon to ever live within any field, be it your entertainment, your film, your comedy, sports, whatever. For me, he's the greatest to ever live for so many different reasons. But I don't think it has anything to do with Bob Marley, disappointingly, unless they come out and try to flip the script. Today's his birthday. That boat has sailed, in my opinion. Today's his birthday. They should have said this kit is in honor of Bob Marley. They've not said it yet, so it can't be. It definitely can't be. And if they said that it is, at this point, they're trying to pull a fast one. Women's pockets are deeper than in the real world. You know, when I said that comment, I was like, oh my God, someone's going to comment on it. I thought I got away with that, but you was listening very keenly. When? All right, let's see. Let's see. Why is this thing doing this to me? Why is it keep telling me update? I've updated it already. All right, let's give it another go. I'm gonna try and call back Travis, or if anybody else tried to call me. It says it's downloading. So let's try and see. Let's try and see because I want to hear what the rest of you guys have to say. I've already given my take. Probably a little bit long-winded, but I've given my take on it, and I've also added an emphasis that I don't hate neither kit. I just don't feel a connection to it. No way is there a connection. Travis, you can try again. I've not seen a call from you. There's no, but that's probably because it needed to be updated. But if you try now, I should think that it will go through. Yeah, I think if you try, that's if Travis is still here. I don't even know if Travis is still here or not, but if he's still here, then I'm amazed that I've managed to grip you guys. 60 something of you still here. I hope you've done the honorable thing and hit the like button. I'm getting a call, so let me just take a quick little mute. I'm gonna put myself on mute to see who it is. Bear with me. Mr. Mackenzie, how are you?
I'm good. In the middle of cooking.
Yeah? What you cooking?
Yeah. Brown stew chicken and white rice.
Okay, I like that. Like the sound of that.
Yeah, so you know, I think you don't really like the kit.
Mm.
I think it's what you've been saying, the authenticity.
Yeah.
You know, I think if they did like a promo video, like in Jamaica, with like Jamaican citizens, like
Yeah.
what Umbro did,
Yes.
I think there would be a better connection with the kids.
100%. I think you're absolutely right about that, because I think back in 2018 I saw people like yourself talking about the Umbro kit. There was a real connection with the Umbro kit because of the rollout. The rollout alone created a buzz. And I think Adidas, they should hang themselves in shame, because it's almost as if they think because they're so superior that they can't go above and beyond for little Jamaica. But Umbro stole the show for me up until this point.
Yeah, I think that's the reason. I think it's kind of a situation of a small team being sponsored by a big company, whereas when Jamaica was sponsored by Umbro, they're not as big as Adidas. So, you know, they were taking, probably Jamaica was one of their biggest, what do you call it, patrons.
Yeah.
So they're taking it a bit more seriously rather than Adidas, because they have the likes of Argentina and Spain and those countries.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
I think that's the main reason why a lot of people feel a disconnect from the jersey. And as it pertains to the shorts, I don't really like the green shorts. I like, as I said, when the shorts are darker. For me, I like when the bottom half is darker than the top half.
Yeah.
Hopefully there are no pockets unlike the match day shorts. Maybe that one is just for streetwear or for like the fans.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
And the socks. I don't like the home socks. I'm not really a fan of the hoop design with socks.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I was I can't even say what the socks remind me of. I just have to keep that one to myself, but I'm with you on the socks. I'm 100% with you on the socks. I'm not really a fan of the socks myself, but they're doing well. The socks for the away kit are sold out in the UK, so it's doing well. But I think, broadly speaking, it isn't a horrendous kit. Neither kit is horrendous, and I think people in the diaspora and people who love Jamaica would latch onto it. But I think I think people who are like myself and you and I, who are like born in Jamaica or have a strong connection to Jamaica, we go a little bit deeper. So that's the reason why we're talking about authenticity and connection, and comparing the likes of Umbro. That doesn't mean we don't like it, but it's a different type of feel. It's connection and representation.
Yeah, and I was reading something, the deal that Jamaica had secured with Adidas. I don't think it's like the same level as Argentina and even Mexico or Spain. I think the contract we have is like similar to Chile and Colombia. So I don't know if that actually played a part in like how much the promotion, how much did they put into the promotion. So I don't know if that played into it.
No, yeah, you know what? You've probably hit the nail on the head there, and that's probably why JFF haven't really pushed it, because they really and truly haven't. Most certainly not on Twitter. I'm not seeing them push it. So maybe and if that's the case, then look, I can't blame them. It is what it is, Why overwork yourself when you're being paid in pences? Not saying that they're getting pences for what they sign pen to paper, but Jamaica is a brand that sells itself. We've seen what Adidas have done with Arsenal, and we've seen what they've done with Ajax. One can say you've used our country, so put some respect on our name when you finally team up with us.
But you know what I want now? I want for our teams to go out in their respectable competitions and perform well in these jerseys. So when the time comes for us to get that a new jersey, from Adidas.
Yeah.
Then we have a little bit of leverage, and maybe we can even upgrade our contract. Because imagine if our girls perform well in the World Cup, win a couple matches, come out of the group stage, and even our men's team win the Gold Cup. Maybe there, we can get some even better jerseys from them.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I can't argue there, but yeah, it's in a weird way, and I'm not even trying to mock you. I finally know how because I have like a couple of my close friends are Man United fans, and I finally know how you guys feel about Adidas and your kits. Adidas put a lot of effort, there's no secret, into designing Arsenal kits, and when it comes to Man U, it's a bit more minimalistic. It's not really as potent as their efforts with Arsenal, and that's how I kind of feel. I'm like, okay, now I know how the Man United fans feel.
Yep. But and if we perform well in these jerseys, I think we'll have a bit more sentimental value towards the jerseys, because even to this day, there are a lot of Jamaicans that think that our 1998 World Cup jersey is the best jersey that has ever been created.
Yeah.
Because qualified with that jersey.
Yeah.
So it's some value to them.
100%.
So I think if we do well in the jersey, it will just add to the sentimental value.
It is. No, you're right. You're definitely right about that. But again, people, if you want to go and buy the jerseys, please don't let me stop you. I've not tried to stop you. I don't hate the kids. I just have my own take on what I don't like. And I don't know, Travi, because it says here that it says Jamaica 23 home shots. So, if it's not the home shots, because for me and you as a football fan, we're looking at that as that's the shots for the home kit, and for the away kit, it says away shots. So if that's not the official shots, because that's what I feel like it's alluding to, then you're kind of, it's like false advertising, which I don't think Adidas would do. So it seems like the home shots would have, what do you call it, pockets on it.
Yeah, I think that just has something to do with the website. Because even I remember when even buying a Manchester United like the full jersey, like the white shorts that they had on the website, it actually had pockets in it. But I know that on their website, it would say like replica shorts or something like that.
Yes.
And then if you want match shorts, that one doesn't have pockets.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you do have the replica. The replica is like the ones that the players wear, and yeah, you're right about that. You're definitely right about that. Are you feeling for 2023 club football and international football?
All right. So club football first. Just get that out of the way. Finally, I feel proud to say that I'm a Manchester United fan. Thank God for Eric Ten Hag. He really turned around the football club. So I'm big him up with that. Yeah. Even our women's team go on good to second in the league. Wish Bunny did their manual, but I saw it go.
Don't worry, you can sign Bunny when we sign Russell from you. So when we sign your baller, you can go get Bunny.
Yeah, man. All right, so international football now. We have a couple competitions this year. Big one, Women's World Cup. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can, make we name in the international community. I would like for us, I think what we should be aiming for, is trying to come out of the group, and if we fall short, we win a match, because last World Cup we scored a goal.
Yeah.
So this World Cup, we should improve on that. We should win a match. So I want us to win a match and even come out of the group. Even though I think we got the hardest group I think we could have gotten, we got it. Yeah. And for the men now, we have the under 17 I think we have the under 17 World Cup qualifiers for the boys coming up. So hopefully they can qualify for the under 17 World Cup again.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Peru. So for Jamaicans, it's still in call it our neck of the woods if you're coming from Jamaica and can afford the trip.
And you know what? I want our girls to qualify for the Olympics.
Same, Travis. I don't know, Travis. I'm feeling super nervous.
Good result against Canada, man.
Yeah.
Because if we get our girls around our track and field athletes.
Yeah.
And when they're around, like I think I remember watching the Commonwealth Games, and they were interviewing our netball players, and they were saying that every time when there is Commonwealth and we are around our track athletes, there's just a sense of pride.
Yeah.
And we are hard working professional people that are used to winning.
Yeah.
It just drives them to their best. So I think if the girls are in that same environment, I think it's going to be beneficial towards them. So I really want that.
No, yeah, that's true. I'm a little bit anxious with the Olympic qualifiers. I'm scared for the World Cup. I wasn't scared before, but Jesus, I'm terrified for the World Cup now. Terrified for the World Cup. because of what's going on with the team. Like, I'm still trying to figure out the best starting 11 in terms of players that's available, in terms of synergy, and I'm struggling, Travis. I'm struggling. I'm like, I can't suss out our starting 11, and I can't see what our bench looks like, and arguably the bench is more important than the starting 11.
The good thing is we have a core. We have a core, because even in the squad that they called up recently, I'm seeing some new names. I think there was what's the girl? Giselle Washington's younger sister. She's in the squad, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Soleil Washington. Don't really know anything. I haven't seen her play. So that would be something to look forward to. Yeah, so hopefully after this window, the coach will actually know who he's bringing to Australia.
Yeah. Well, we're looking straight down the barrel now, so he should know who he's taking to Australia, and this is probably the last window where he should look at bringing in players who aren't already part of the talent pool. So players who haven't come through the youth setup, have never played for us at international level, because if not, you're taking a risk. How do you build synergy with time against you? Unless it's a case where we don't have a choice due to injuries or whatever, but time is against us now.
And hopefully it's nothing serious with money, sir.
I'd like to tread carefully with like personal reasons. But the good thing with that is we saw her play last weekend. So thank God she's not injured. If it is personal reason, I don't want to fear the worst, but I hope that everyone in her family is fit and healthy. But yeah, at least it's not due to injury, which is everyone's main worry with Bunny.
Yeah.
What you saying about the league? Because you haven't touched on whether you're winning the league as well yet. Well, with the men's team or women's team.
I think we have a good chance with the women's team. Actually win the league, even though recent form we suggest otherwise, because the goals kind of dry up.
Yeah,
we're up like 1 goal per match, or 2 goals.
I think realistically, I agree with you. I think people don't want to admit it, but I think it's looking like a 3-horse race at the top, because it's neck and neck. And I'm not saying Newcastle are going to win it, but I'm looking at both of the Manchester clubs and looking at Arsenal, and you can't really say wholeheartedly that, yeah, this team is going to win, because if you have a bleep, then that's it. You're out the title race for good. So yeah,
Yeah, but I still think that Arsenal are going to win the league.
You think so? I don't know,
Yeah,
Travis.
unless they do what they usually do and battle it at the end.
I don't know, Travis. I don't know. I haven't been able to say it all season. I would love if we won the league, but I don't know if we're gonna win the league. I don't know. You just have to take it game by game.
With Manchester City and the whole financial fair play thing, don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen to them.
I don't, football is so corrupt that they probably use corruption to beat corruption. I think you probably can put two and two what I mean with that. I don't really think that they're going to get in trouble. I'll be surprised if they are made to pay a price. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, same way, son.
Yeah.
Because I think they were faced with this before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Appealed it
Yeah.
to the court arbitration and they won it.
Yeah. Yeah, so money is not an issue for them. So I don't think that they're going to be made to pay the price. I've seen a few people talk about points deduction. Maybe that might happen. Can't think of the last time that the Premier League did that. And the Premier League as well, they love the hype. They do love the hype. So maybe they might just do it because they love to create drama. They love the soap opera feel. So maybe they might fancy the league going down to the final day between Arsenal and Manchester United. They might just be licking their lips for something like that.
So what's your top 4 prediction?
Top 4, that's an excellent question. I'm praying to God. Jesus, my team has disappointed me so many years on the trot. I want to go back to Champions League football. I said that at the start of the season that I'll take going back to Champions League football. I would have taken lifting the Europa League, but I'm not sure if Mikel is prioritizing the league over the Europa League. But I would have said, oh Lord, if all goes according to plan, I would say Arsenal. And it's so weird not being able to confidently say Arsenal, considering they're league leaders and top 4 used to be their bread and butter. Arsenal. I think Man U is going to be in the top 4. I think it might finish as it is, Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could finish as it is.
Yeah, I'll agree with you with one change. No, 2 changes. I think Arsenal will win the league. I think Manchester United is going to finish 2nd. I think it's going to finish 3rd. And in 4th place, I think Tottenham is going to get it.
Tottenham does have a habit of sneaking that 4th place, but and this is why I'm saying Newcastle could do it. Thinking of what, and I said this to someone last year, and I think they laughed it off, and it didn't make sense to them. I was doing a review show with them, and I was saying that they were pretty adamant that Arsenal would beat Newcastle when Arsenal needed to beat Newcastle to win, and I was saying if Newcastle beat Arsenal, which they did, they're going to be using moments like that to spur themselves on for the following season. And lo and behold, they're now one of the richest football club in the world. They've only lost 1 game this season. They're playing fantastic football. They're in the League Cup final. They're going to be hard to knock. Going to St. James's Park is no laughing matter. And, of course, they're going to want Champions League football because they want to attract bigger names. The history of the club is there, but they want to return to the big times.
Yeah, for the longest while, I was actually saying that Newcastle would finish 4th. But the reason why I changed my mind recently is because of their recent form, I don't think how much in their last 4 games they've all been draws or something like that. it's not 4 games, it's 3 games. They've been drawing matches like 0-0 and 1-1 and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I think the goal actually drying up for them because they're playing well enough, but I think they're running out of steam because they don't really have the squad depth.
Yeah.
And they're just,
Yeah.
getting tired close to the finish line.
Yeah, that's true. It is interesting time now. This is where anything goes, and it's the worst time of the season. It is the worst time. You're going to be getting those teams in the relegation zones that's biting off your ankles because they don't want to go to the championship, and that is where the big teams can easily slip up against those relegation battlers.
Those teams are always tricky.
They're horrible to play against. They're horrible. When
for their lives.
they don't want to go back to championship football. I was at work when Sean Dyche was reappointed, and my colleague was like, "You'll be all right." I was like, "It's Sean Dyche. This is Sean Dyche. This is like modern day Stoke that you're looking at." Sean Dyche sucked the life out of you. No, Sean Dyche is a pain, and he's quite. It comes across as being quite cocky. Like if you listen to Sean Dyche, you would think he's won multiple trophies because of that attitude of his. But yeah, he stops you from playing with rhythm. And he's one of those managers, a bit like classic Mourinho. Yeah, once he goes 1-0 up against you, good luck. Because he has every man behind the ball.
And he has what's the guy's name again? Mope.
Yeah. Pain.
More than Arsenal's side.
Pain, absolute pain. And then he has that midfield. Yeah, they're gonna be a problem. Everton's gonna be a problem. In a good way, it's good. I wouldn't like to see them relegated because they're one of the most successful English clubs. So wouldn't like to see them relegated, but it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to leave you now.
All right, it's good to hear from you. Is this your number?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna save it.
Yeah.
All right then, Travis. Have a lovely evening and eat for both of us.
Oh yeah, man. Same to you.
All right, take it. Bye-bye. Yes, guys. Sorry about that. It's been a while since I've chatted to Travis McKenzie. Let me just go ahead and save his name. It's actually been a while. I feel like it's been over a year since he's been on the channel. So yeah, I enjoy catching up with you guys. If anyone wants to call in, you're more than welcome to. Let me check my schedule to see what time I'm on an evening shift tomorrow. So I'm good. I said I was gonna make this one 30 minutes, guys, and it's gone way past 30 minutes. Shall we say take it to 2 hours, or shall we say 10 more minutes? 10 more minutes, and then we'll call it a night. Ryan is going to be. Is he live? Let me check. He did say that he wants to do a live. He isn't live yet, but look out for Ryan's live stream. He says he's going live tonight. But don't ask me what time because I haven't got a clue. He hasn't put nothing out yet, so I don't know when he's going live, but he's looking to go live tonight. Let's see. Crystal Palace. I have my own theory on Crystal Palace. Feel like Vera is trying to take one for the team. I'm convinced, definitely after the recent showings against Manchester United. I feel like he's just instructed his players in the latter stages to take one for the team. That classic rivalry between Vieira and Keane probably popped into his head. And I think he's looking at that Manchester United team and he's thinking, if I can stop you from winning that Premier League, I'm going to do that. So if I can't beat you and get those maximum points, I'm going to try to draw. If I can't do any of those, I'm going to try and Get one of your players sent off. I'm going to try and weaken your squad a bit. And he's managed to do that on 2 occasions. Silly challenge. Casemiro, I don't know. For a man of your experience, one would expect better for him. But yeah, in the dying moments, I could not believe what I saw just before they played against Arsenal. Looking at that game and I'm thinking, he's not going to do it. But if I could rely on anyone, it's Wilfred Zaha. And Zaha delivered. And then he went on to strangle a player. I'm just thinking, I don't know why you think you can get away with that. This is not back in your Vera Roy Keane days. You can't strangle players nowadays. Not saying I'm against it. Like when football gets a little bit rough. But yeah, VAR is in play now, so you can't be taking those type of risks. Newcastle look like the surprise pack. Newcastle has a good history, don't they? How long was I? Bro, I was away from late December, I believe. I was away from December. Yeah, needed some much needed time to myself. I'm always telling you guys to take care of your well-being, so I think it's only right for me to practice what I preach and take care of myself as well, and I've tried to do that. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm on it's gonna be today soon. I'm on a late shift, so realistically speaking, I'm gonna be coming home maybe around between 12 a.m. 1 a.m. So I'm not going to be having time on my hands to give you guys a show. So I do apologize. Tonight's show is supposed to be something completely different. I had something different in mind. And it just wasn't meant to be. I had to go with what's happening now, and what's happening now is the release of the jersey. Rockford, you can go ahead and try again. Not sure why it's not working for you. Um Is this chemo? It is chemo. Sorry, chemo. I just saw your message. Oh gosh. I had to, chemo. I had to. But I got a couple numbers that I need to say. Rockford, you can try again. Remember to do, I think I'm pretty sure I've written it correctly, that you do need to remember to do the +44. Right? So and try, maybe the reason why it's not going on, are you trying on WhatsApp? You have to call on WhatsApp, because if not, it's going to charge you, and I don't want that to happen. Oh, whilst I was away. Yeah, Travis just tried calling me, and had he not tried, I would not have been none the wiser that I needed to update my WhatsApp. So all along I was sat here thinking, well, my WhatsApp's quite quiet, not realizing that I needed to update it. So that was the reason why you couldn't get through to me. So my apologies. Hot chili. How you, sir? I didn't even realize that you was in the room. Maybe I read your name earlier on and just it didn't register to me. My apologies. My apologies. Oh, Valentine's dinner. Well, knock yourself out with that one. Hope you store because it's like you still not. Did you call me? Did you message me? I got about 4 more minutes. Anthony. I'm not going to judge Anthony just yet. I'm gonna give him some time. I'm gonna give him some time because he is young, so I'm gonna give him some time. So go about 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to bring an end to tonight's live stream. If 3 of you could go ahead and hit the like button, that would be great. Actually, see if we can get this one to 100 likes, guys. That would be a welcome return for myself. I'm gonna close the live stream after we hit this 100 likes. So we got about 3 minutes to see if we can get it to 100 likes. So if you've not hit the like button on tonight's video, please do go ahead and do so. See if we can get those that 100 like. 2 more of you, if 2 more of you can please go ahead and hit the like button. And before I forget my manners, massive thank you to you guys for tuning into tonight's show. Finally, I'm back, my first live stream of the year. And thank you for your support. I was worried that you guys might not be here when I come back. So thank you guys. 101. Thank you guys. More than I bargained for. So thank you. I think you guys know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say I'm hungry, but when am I not hungry? And it's 12 o'clock, so I should not get in that kitchen. I'm gonna have some discipline. I'm not gonna bring myself in that kitchen. Instead, I'm gonna have a snacks. Yeah, I said snacks. Because that's exactly what I think. I'm looking at my cheesies. I'm looking at some cheesies, guys, and I think that's what I might go for, and something else. It really does pain me that I don't think I can give you guys a show tomorrow just because of the time that I'll be coming home. So I might have to skip a show and maybe look to do something more creative. Curry chicken, that's one of my favorites. Curry chicken and white rice, that is one of my favorites. Creep up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for your support. Appreciate you guys each and every time. And if you're just tuning in, you might have to go ahead and watch this one on replay. I meant to say snack, as in just one, but my mind said my mind put an S at the end. So I was like, well, snacks it is. Because I am quite hungry and I'm gonna try and watch one of my favorite program. In the meantime, I'm gonna wait and see if Ryan's going live. No idea when he's going live, so I can't even help you out in that department. But if you are just tuning into the live stream, unfortunately, you're going to have to watch this one back on replay. Massive thank you to you guys there in the comment section for sitting with me for the best part of 2 hours. I did say I was going to make this one about 30 minutes. Clearly, that I didn't stand a chance, did I? I should already know, and you should already know, that our live streams tend to go on forever. But I am going to bring this one to a close in the next couple of seconds. And thank you for your warm words and your support. You guys are making me hungry. I'm seeing people talk about dumpling. Wow. So what movie are you referring to? I think you told me to watch something on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken, but and I think I did watch the film that you told me. I just can't remember the name of it. I can't remember. It's the one where Jesus, you have like this evil mom and she prefers her son. Well, she prefers like the youngest son. She ended up killing her husband as well, didn't she? And tried to like cover it up. And the daughter found out in the end, and 2 girls were on the run. I think that's the best way I can describe that film. But I'm going to love you guys and leave you. I'm gonna be back on here at some point. It's looking likely like it might be Thursday. Thursday is like my workable day. So I might see you guys on Thursday with a brand new topic. Again, do go ahead and get that Jamaica Adidas kit designed by the creative Wales banner. And support the team, support your country, support the girls, to women's and the girls team, and the boys and the men's team. The women's team looking to head off into camp pretty soon. I think this weekend is the last weekend of play at club level until they go off into their international break, go down under for their mini tournament, and great preparation there. All in time for the World Cup down under, where they'll be competing in their second ever Women's World Cup. Right, and that's that. I'm hoping that that's going to be fireworks. I would love to see us win our first Women's World Cup match. It's great that we scored a game in our last match against Australia in 2019 in France. That was our first ever Women's World Cup. Hopefully this time around we can do one better or a few better. The big dream is for us to qualify to the next round, so to come out of the group. That is the main objective, I should think. But to do that, you have to win a game, so slow and steady wins the race. Going to support, but Jamaica are creative. We love our design and we big up the girls. Can't wait for the World Cup. Absolutely. Have to support. And let's just remind ourselves that Wales Bonner, who is the designer, she is of Jamaican heritage. So that's one reason, a heavy reason as to why you should go ahead and buy the jersey. All right. Yeah, we are playing Brazil. Round 2 it will be, and we're going to talk all about that closer to the time. Thank you for tuning into tonight's live stream. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. If you're making your way home from work, I hope that you make it home safe and sound. And I do hope to see you before the week finishes. If I don't see you between now and the weekend, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, I should say. And I hope that you have a smashing weekend when it comes. I got the 2022-2023 United jersey yesterday. Is that money well spent? I'll allow you to decide that one. I don't want no qualms between you and your club, or with you and your club. But I'm happy for you, nevertheless, even though we are arch rivals and enemies from birth. So Tim, thank you. Get home safe, guys. If you're going to be having your dinner a bit like Travis was cooking up a storm, please, I'm starving, so please do go ahead and eat for both of us. If you're new to the platform, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also go ahead and hit the like button on this video if you haven't done so already, and help to bring more traffic to this particular video and to the channel as a whole. And you know how it goes. Take care of yourself. Until next time.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.